Hello everybody, welcome back to the Outer Worlds. My name is Astro, and we're going to be jumping back into this. If you remember from the last time, we took over this ship right here, and now what I need to do is I need to come back in here and adjust. Nope, it's still set to 60. Cool. So um, we have to go to Edgewater now, once the map loads up. So journal over here, we have to go to Edgewater. But yeah, so as you can see, we took over Hawthorne's ship, so we're going to pretty much do this exactly as I did beforehand. And yeah, so walk forward.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
So first and foremost, I don't have a job. Second, we're gonna lie saying you got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. And then third is attack. Do you take down payments and went in violence, or we leave conversation and get into a fight?
Oh,
I'm gonna go with the lie.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
And then I say take care, and then we leave conversation. Cool. So we will start moving forward to the city of Edgewater over there. But over here, we're gonna find some Marauders that I can take out. Dude, that dude can shoot through. That dude knows when you're about to walk through the rock. Interesting. So, yeah, basically, we're just gonna take all of this stuff and let our health heal up a little bit.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
So, one, I'm just passing through. Two, my pod crashed in the hills back there. And how do you know I'm not a marauder? So I'm gonna say my pod crashed.
God, what are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium, ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Say, hey, never got your name on Astro. Um, do they pay you to chat with strangers? Or I can lie again and say, nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable. And then, of course, four is that why you've got a pair of armed guards. So I'm just gonna say, do they pay you to chat with strangers?
I am employed by the Retirement Department of Spacer's Choice. That's fancy talk for working in the cemetery. Name's Silas, junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
So, one, who do I talk to about a power regulator? Two is I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here. Three is this place looks like it's falling to pieces. Four is junior in humor, fancy title for a gravedigger. And then five is I'll be on my way, leave the conversation. So I'm going to say, who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
So that depends on the work. You offer me a job, or I do what I want. Or, hey, you're asking the wrong person, I'm not interested. I'm going to say it depends on the work.
Edgewater is a company town, board owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company.
That's awkward.
Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see.
So I'm like, you want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. Or you're making people pay for their own graves. You can also say, why can't you collect these fees yourself? Or let me ask you about something else. Or I can also say, I'm sure you'll figure something out and then leave. So I'm going to say, you want me to collect what's owed? I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
I'll be back. Those other two are like, well, let me ask you something else. And I don't remember. I did this earlier, but regardless of the fact, so we're going to head into Edgewater here. Transition to Edgewater.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Corporate guard. So this is the sick house. Cool. So we got 2 residents.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you near me.
Don't worry.
wouldn't do that to you.
Okay, that was a lengthy conversation that we just listened in. Just the cantina. Spacer Choice Cantina discovered. So what's the journal? Um, so you learned that a man named Reed Thompson is in charge of Edgewater. He might be able to help you find the part you need to fix the ship. So I need to find Reed, right? Reed Thompson, Winslow. You got cannery worker, resident, cannery worker, and then you also have Amelia Kim back there. So we'll come back to the canteen a little bit later on. I'm gonna keep looking around, looking at the city. City, I mean, it's pretty cool. I really like what they did here with Edgewater. Like you can see like the moon and everything, and that's beautiful.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Like how I just walked through this dude's freaking house and he didn't even like bat an eye to it. Martin Abernathy. Interesting. So apparently, Mr. Thompson, again, this is the sheriff's office. Constable Ray's. Got a bunch of residents right here. We'll talk to everybody generally, probably more than likely in the next episode. We'll kind of go back through. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. This looks like a Mr. Thompson's place. So you have hotel rooms right here. That's cool. I'll go through and actually no, we'll talk to him a little bit later on in this episode. But after we talk to Mr. Thompson, we'll go through and kind of get some more information from the peeps around the area. Yeah, no, I think this is pretty cool. So it doesn't actually look like there's anybody here at the reception. Nobody, here to hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you to get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break through the security, you will see how many mag picks and shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. So I need a good amount of stuff. I need more stuff for that. So we'll come back to this. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. I like what I'm seeing here. Workbench. So the workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify your weapons and armor, keeping you combat ready and in tip-top shape at all times. On each screen, you select the weapon or armor item that you want to work on, then choose what you want to do to it, repair it, break it down for parts, modify it with a mod, or tinker to upgrade it. That's cool. Oh, yeah, we'll look at that a little bit later on. Got two corporate guards right here. So over here actually looks more like a Mr. Thompson's place. So let's look at the terminal. Yeah, this looks just like Fallout right here. You click terminal access for logs. All right, so a Spacer's Choice property. The Edgewater Saltuna canning facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Notice, schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and/or supervisor. Be considerate toward other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with your local vicar. Vicar? Oops. Cool. So I feel like this will take me up to
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
the cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
All right, I think that's the end of the conversation, so now I can go talk to Reed Thompson.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you. You must be the town boss. I'll wait until you're finished. I'll wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
All right, so are you Reed? I was told to talk to you. You must be the town boss. We can start with introduction. I'm Astro. I'm going to say, are you Reed?
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform, what are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice. I'm going to say I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repair. I'm looking for a power regulator. I don't plan on staying long.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it, or frying myself, or let me guess. You want me to do something for you before you will help me? I'm going to say, let me guess. You want me to do something for
My
you?
proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? Or that's a lot of ask for the stranger. And then I also can ask, tell me more about the geothermal plant. I'm going to say, what do you mean when you say mostly abandoned? What do you mean?
I'm not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Okay, so tell me what I need to do, or what a surprise I never would have guessed. Or I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power, or you mean marauders? Marauders aren't people. I'm going to say number 4.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
And then I'll just say, tell me what I need to do, or why, or if you want me to solve your deserter problem, I charge by the head. I'm just going to say, tell me what I need to do.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
See, all right, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you. Or how will I recognize Adelaide? Or I can't make any promises. I'm just going to say, all right, I'll do what I can for you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the
Great.
company.
I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. All right, so this is where we get a companion. Sweet. And an achievement. Even cooler. Best friend. Recruited a companion. CMP New Manager Seminar. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions can provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. You can also learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Cool. So let's get going. Miss Holcomb, Parvati.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
There's no music. I'm really disappointed.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Well, come here.
Got a sec?
Come here. Yeah, come here. Oh, you want to talk right there?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? And I'll say figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me, and so if I wanted to deal with a nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. I'll just say, this is about the deserters. What's the other
Mr.
side?
Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
So I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. I can say, how well did you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends, or what? Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned? I'm sure the deserters are fine, very fine people. So what? I'm just going to say, did you know this Adelaide person?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How would you know the deserters? You can't leave it like at that. While we're reading. Okay, I'm not going to push any further with the Reed and Adelaide argument. I'm going to say you can't really blame anybody. This town got
Life's hard
issues.
here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay, so I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by, or what do we need to talk to Vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill? Where would I find him? And I'll think about it. So I said I
Thanks,
suppose it wouldn't
mister.
hurt.
I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, so I guess we'll go talk to this Vicar guy. I don't know why Vicars wait on here at the very end. Anyway, so yeah. Go ahead and start running down, and we shall run in here and go talk to the
What was
Vicar.
that weird in here? It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Provided wanted to talk to you and about what Reed asked us to do. How do you know I'm an outsider? What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here? And I just thought of something else I need to be doing. So I'm going to say Pravati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked.
I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Fix the geothermal plant, cut off power to Adelaide's deserters, cut power to the deserters. If you could answer quickly, we're in a hurry. So I'm going to say number 2.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide Screwed, Vicar? Right, great. Can we wrap this up? I'm going to say number 1.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible? Or right, just talk to everybody into coming together? I'll keep that in mind. Sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time, and this has been a waste of time. Let's go, Pravati. I'm going to say, is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Alright, so I've been outside. I'm not impressed. I can handle myself better than a vicar.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it,
Of course.
I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome
It's a
sum, you say?
handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for the book. Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book? I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it. I'll need to know a little bit more about this book before I agree to this. On second thought, I'm not interested in running errands. So I'm going to say I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Good. Awesome. Alright, so let's get going to the botanical thingy. I'm curious if, like, this is where, like some workers and everything live. I wouldn't assume. Maybe this is the old actual Edgewater city. Like this is the where the I'm out of ammo. This is good. By the way, I was out of ammo. Alright, so let's move that right there, move this right here. I need to find more ammunition for these weapons. Cool. So should be able to get my should be able to get my my health back up here over time. So while we do this, I don't know what that noise is. Oh, it must be the wind hitting these like thingies. Okay. So the biggest part right here is to try to get some ammunition. So there's more than likely going to be some marauders and everything down here, which should be fine. Which will be fine. I'm not sure, what does she even have? Hold on. Where are the companions at? Pravati, here we go. The companion ledger. TNL makes the best gear for your friends and family. The companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You see their skills, stats, stat effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out. You then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Okay, so she has a pistol and an impact hammer. Cool. Alright. That's cool. So with her being such like a quote-unquote kind-hearted person, I would have assumed that she wouldn't actually like get into any, like be willing to get into any fights. But I mean, of course, I feel like this might be. I'm not sure if this is an area where like the people of Edgewater actually work, or if this is like an older area where people worked, or this is a junkyard, so I assume that there's probably going to be somebody around this area. There's a little like hut right here. So I'm interested. Let me open this door, see what. There's actually nobody in here. Cool. So far, so good. All right. So it seems as if I don't know if whoever was here before me, obviously whoever was living here before, just moved into the actual city. It seems that way. Um, I do enjoy this though, the fact that there are like a lot more areas to kind of like search through, and yeah, it seems as if like this is an area where people may come out to like leave and everything because there is a door right there. I'm not sure where that door kind of leads to. It is locked though. This actually might be a building on the outside, and there might be stuff in like. See, I can't quite tell if that's a building on the like connected to the actual like internals of Edgewater, or if that's like just a building that's locked down now. Could could look into it a little bit later on. We probably will. So yeah. I really do love how this game looks though. Like you can see like ships floating around in space. You can see like rings and everything around the planet, ring around the moons. I don't know if that's actually a planet or a moon, which obviously I feel like you'll be able to travel. Like once you get the ship and everything, you're able to travel around the different planets and whatnot, which I think is really cool. All right, so I don't need to go that way. I need to go this way first to go talk to Adelaide and the deserters, kind of get an idea. And I feel like I'm not sure where the cool. So all right. So Pravati is still alive, so we're good. So okay, so this is interesting. So this is basically like an area where you'll see a lot of marauders, obviously because it's on the outskirts of the city and everything. Um, but I am level up now. I can level up. So let's take a look at our character sheet to see what skill we need to increase. So right now, obviously, we're using a lot of our ranged. This will allow us to get a little bit more defense. Dialogue, I think, will come in handy a little bit later on. I'm not. I'm wanting. I'm thinking maybe to do some more with dialogue here. So we'll put some more in dialogue. I want to put two more in defense and two more in the ranged. Uh, don't really need stealth right now. Let's do leadership, and then we'll put the other two back into ranged here, and then we'll hit E for apply, and then okay. So yeah, the time dilation location hits. You have unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies in different locations during TTD maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hits to the chest produce different effects when using different weapons. Cool. Okay. That's cool. Let's see what's in here. I feel like if you go into like buildings like this, there may actually be some people in here. So I'm actually curious to see what comes out of this. Because I mean, if it's similar to Fallout as so far it is, then it's more than likely going to be. Ooh, hey, cool. Okay, so criminal activities: trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in those activities without consequences. So yeah. So obviously, if we're inside of the base, we should avoid doing that. But since we're But since we're outside of the base, we should be fine. Cool. All right, so let's go upstairs here. But yeah, with it being as similar to Fallout as I'm seeing so far, I feel like there might be like some buildings where there are marauders and everything currently active. So I'm interested to see if we can run, if we end up running into people like marauders and whatnot. So what's in here? So we need some more of those. So, and this door will just go right there, which we can come back afterwards and kind of research, like go like rummage through. But let's continue forward here as we are getting somewhat closer. Those little like dudes that there's more marauders right there. Oh no, because I'm almost out of ammo again. Cool, now I have a little bit more ammo. I do like that this actually gives me a lot of opportunities to find ammunition. Not as much as I was hoping for, but it doesn't like load me up on ammunition, which I think is really good. Which I'm certain that after a little bit of time, transition to Emerald Vale Community Center. So we'll come back here a little bit later. I want to focus on trying to get closer to the botanical lab. But I do like the fact that it's giving me the opportunity to find ammunition and everything, and I am going to probably run out of ammunition here again very soon because I have what, 32. So, but I am finding a good amount of ammunition though, which it'll be very good once we actually find more. But that's a mine. That's a mine. Ooh, that was scary. That was scary. Okay, so cool. So there are mines randomly placed, so we have to be very careful. Cool. What is this? What are you doing? Cool, dude. Alright, so there's probably going to be some more marauders up here somewhere. Interesting. Alright, let's rummage through here real quick, and then we'll head that way. Let's not rummage through here real quick. There's nothing in there. So yeah. So locked door. More marauders. Interesting. Why are there so many marauders that are dead right here? Okay. So I'm thinking maybe there's probably somebody in here. So let's check this out. There's actually nobody in here. Interesting. All right, that's cool. Now I do like the fact that I can rummage through quite a bit of stuff. Cool. I need more ammo still, but you know, I think we'll find some here as time goes on. So yeah, what's in here? I'm interested. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, there's a good amount of stuff to kind of rummage through here.
Any trouble?
I'm not here to give you trouble. I'm just here to talk to you.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
What's your problem? I'm also I'm looking for a Dalade. I need some answers. Let me use that.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got
Oh my
ourselves
goodness.
one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it? Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness, and I'll get out of your hair. So I'm gonna say I'm looking for the geothermal plant.
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide.
I literally
You're
just
gonna
said that.
start wandering around my camp. Know that I got my sights on you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. So I'll get out of your hair.
Much obliged.
Even though I can't really see how much hair you have. Yeah, you have a good amount of hair. Cool. So we are now in what seems to be the deserters little camp, I guess. Yeah, right there, deserter. So we're gonna come talk to Adelaide McDevitt.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcome here. Any questions, dear?
All right. So you must be Adelaide. And just who are you now? And I'm not here to join your camp. So
Suppose that weighs on who's asking. My
I don't know
father
why I
likes
didn't mean to say
call
that.
me
Hold on. Can I
Grandma.
back out? Dang it.
Excuse me, Miss
I-
McDevitt?
Sorry.
Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
So Reed sent me to make peace with you. 2 is this is the greenhouse. 3 is looks like you've made a home for yourself out here. And 4 is goodbye. So I'm gonna say number 1.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it. Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends. And then something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening. So I'm gonna say you're living off power that belongs to the town.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator and I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
It's like, I'll consider it, or what have you got against the town? It's like, I'm not looking to get mixed up in your problems. I just want to fix my ship. I said, a hero to you, maybe. And I'll say, I'm leaving. So I'm just going to say, I'm not looking to get mixed up in your problems. I just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
So what have you got against the
You've
town?
seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
All right. Number 1 is that you made your point clear enough. I'll see what I can do. 2 is I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side. Number 3 is what do you have against people trying to make a living? Number 4 is let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater? And number 5 is I'm leaving. I'm gonna say number 4.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
And I said, you think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
She said I'm leaving. Because I don't... Man, these types of games always throw these double convoluted messes at me. Alright, so geothermal master control. Okay. So the geothermal master control tower is down here. So that means we gotta go back to where we were, come back around here, and then go here. So I'm not sure what I want to do, guys. So that's going to be a perfect point for me to leave this episode off here. So, in the comments, tell me if you would prefer me to divert the power to Edgewater from this camp or divert the power from Edgewater to the camp. So basically, help the camp survive and grow, or help Edgewater survive and kill the camp, or have the campers go back to the city. I'm not so sure about how what I really want to do just yet. I don't know what type of route I want to take. If I want to be like the like mischievous type where I just screw everybody over, or if I want to be the good type. More than likely, I'll stick with the good type, so I'll more than likely have power regulated over to the camp, but I'm not so sure yet. But yeah, so with all of that being said, though, I do appreciate you guys watching this video. Remember to give it the thumbs up if you enjoyed. Be sure to leave down in the comments below your thoughts and feelings over this game. Actually, you know what? There's going to be a little poll up in the top right corner of your screen on this YouTube channel that will actually have the two options. Power to camp, power to Edgewater. Vote whichever one you feel you would like to see, and we'll go from there. And hopefully we don't have any more issues over time. I believe that this will fix the audio issues by utilizing my headset mic. It may kind of down the quality of the mic a little bit, but it'll make sure that we don't have any issues overall with the actual gameplay and my mic cutting out. So, with all of that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Again, hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon if you want to get notified of the videos that go live on this channel. Also, check out the description, which will have all of our important links, including my Twitter, my Twitch, as well as our Patreon, to kind of go a little bit over, uh, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, check the description below for all of our important links, including Twitter, Twitch, and the Patreon. If you're interested in pledging to the Patreon, just remember Tier 3 gets unedited videos on Monday for the video releases. Tier 3 will also get the edited video on Tuesday. Tier 2 will get the edited video early on Wednesday, and Tier 1 gets the edited version early on Thursday. Some other rewards as well thrown in there too, and then we'll add in some more as time goes on. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so very much for checking out this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care, and Astro out.